What's going on, guys? It's Logan Miller Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we've got JH10024 versus Wally Man 1, and this is going to be an $1,000 Edison money match. Also, make sure to check out the Hawksnest Gaming Discord, link down below, top of the description, where you can play money matches like these yourself. Also, be sure to check out JH10024's Instagram, where he posts nudes. So we'll see JH win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and elect to go first. 41 versus 40. We're going to see, for the starting hands, Lone Fire Blossom, Hidden Armory, Titanial, Debris Dragon, Charge, and another Titanial. And then for Wally, we've got Solemn Judgment, Machina Fortress, Machina Gear Frame, Gear Town, and Bottomless. So some sort of plant deck, might be quick draw Dandy Warrior. Anyway, we'll start with Charge, mill 3, we hit Torrential Raikou, Hidden Armory, not good mills. Hit another Raikou. Okay. Set the Raikou probably and pass. Chooses not to see the top card of their deck with Hidden Armory. Maybe they hit a Dandelion for Debris, but we'll see. We just hit the Raikou and pass. Draws another Fortress. That's really good. That means that our Fortress is immediately live without having to normally gear frame. So we'll go ahead and normally gear frame anyway, and that searches force. Okay, that means that both of our fortresses are alive, because you could pitch one and then just pitch the force. This card you don't really ever summon, kind of sucks. You don't play like any of these, so just a big boy. We'll go ahead and use Fortress Effect, pitch itself Fortress, yep. Summon itself out, and then Fortress Effect. Okay, yeah, we're just doing exactly that. Then can't do much with them, so we're just going to go battle phase. And it's kind of nice because the Raikou doesn't trade super favorably into the fortress, because if it's targeted, you get to hand rip. Yeah, and our hand is kind of weak. If I hit the Lone Fire or the Debris, we might be kind of lacking in play, so probably we have to hit the gear frame. See what they do. Raikou effect. Thinking on that. We do hit the gear frame. Mill Dandelion. Okay, that was really good. Dandelion and Botanical Lion. Don't typically see this in quick draw builds, so maybe it's something a little more plant focused. Dandelion effect. We're going to go ahead and block all the damage, so that means we'll take 0 to our life points. It's really nice. Go ahead and just smack into the tokens. Sets up our Debris Dragon really well too. Sets Bottomless, sets Judgments, and passes. Okay, pretty good turn. We got Trade-In. That's a crazy draw. That helps us get the Titanials out of our hand. Go ahead and pitch it. Draw 2. He says okay. We draw 2 traps. Karma Cut, Wing Blast. Not bad. Okay. Go ahead and normal Debris Dragon. Makes a lot of sense. Go ahead and bring back that Dandelion. I wouldn't hate if we just made Black Rose here into these, because, you know, they've got a lot of bodies. Put them on just one card in hand. Hopefully it beats both back row, and we have a lot of follow-ups, so maybe that's what we do here. Yeah, okay. We do go for the Black Rose, but it does get Judgmented, so they're going to pay half their life. Preserve the field here, which is kind of tough. Yeah. Maybe it wasn't the right play, but, like, I don't know. I feel like any Synchro Summon that we make here just gets Judgmented, but we do get the Fluff token, so we're not totally unprotected or anything weird like that. Set both. Okay, and pass. These are kind of tough back row into fortresses too, because they both target. So, draw Breaker for turn. Don't summon it, just go battle phase. Wipe both the tokens, playing around potential torrential tribute. Okay, we're going to Karma Cut. Okay, so what do we discard? The Titanial. We'll go ahead and bend the fortress. Oh, it's only for monster effects. Oh, I was like, why is it not resolving? That makes a lot of sense. Okay. I was tripping. Yeah, Fortress, not going to be able to hand rip because it's a trap card, so we get to preserve 1 token, which helps with our Lone Fire, so we can maybe make a single play next turn, draw MST. Okay, that might trade nicely. Go ahead and just immediately destroy that. Now what? Lone Fire effect. Yep, turn into another Lone Fire. Okay, probably just make it Titanial, right? Yeah, because this trades pretty nicely into the fortress. We can just tribute the token. Okay, I like this. Battle phase, crack over, deal 3. Is there any reason he wouldn't take damage? No, right? Like for sure, you just take it. Okay. Well, regardless, we'll do the Titanial tribute thing. Some Gear Town, use Breaker. Oh, this is cool. You might be able to break your Gear Town. That's a good combo. None of our stuff is live because we set Hidden Armory, which I don't know if we were supposed to do. I feel like we haven't used this card at all, so if it's just dead in the hand, might as well be dead with our Wing Blast, right? So, might be a misplay. Breaker, go ahead and pop your own Gear Town. Makes a lot of sense. Bring out the Gajilatron Dragon. Very powerful beast. Go ahead and swing 3k into the Titanial, and then... Okay, yeah, they're just taking the damage. Draw Sangan for turn. Wing Blast. Put back the Gajilatron. Okay. Sure. Yeah, that is definitely not how Sangan works. Yeah, dude's playing with like 1999 Exodia rules. Yeah, Sangan not working quite like that. Mills Morphing Jar off the Hidden Armory. Grabs Mark of the Rose. Okay, we're just trying to swing for damage here. Beat in for 16. So we're going to basically permanently control it during our turn, but they get it during their turn. So it kind of like change of hearts back and forth. Kind of a weird card, but it makes sense in this deck because you have a lot of plants. I wonder if they play any other targets for Hidden Armory. Pass. Breaker goes back. They draw the Gajilatron, obviously. Not a good draw. Except, hold up. Fortress is in the graveyard. This is a machine with 8 levels. Ow. Whoa, okay. That's actually really bad, no? Yeah, that might just be lethal. Yeah, 25, 16, 19, 5k. And not quite lethal. It's actually 6k, but not willing to play it out. Not a lot of good draws for JH. So on to game 2. They'll choose to go first. And we see Sangan, Raiko, Trade-In, Dandelion, Morphing Jar, Card Trooper. Sucks that we didn't draw anything for Trade-In. And then Bottomless, Fortress, Torrential, Gear Town, Mirror Force. Okay, so they did not draw great. Drew really slow. This hand's really fast, so the traps might work really well against us. So we're just going to go ahead and set pass. Yep, makes a lot of sense. Bluff the Trade-In. We don't really care if this gets destroyed off anything. Draw another Bottomless. Not a good draw. We're just going to set 2 and pass. Yep. Draw Miracle Fertilizer. This card is crazy. You target a plant monster and then special summon it, so it's like you just basically get a free plant every turn. But obviously if one leaves, they all leave, so you want to protect this card if you can. Go ahead and flip up Raiko. Raiko, target the Bottomless. Destroy it, mill. Okay. Alright, okay. This makes a lot of sense. So this is the banned card, Amaryllis. At least I think it's banned. Anyway, you summon it during your end phase, and then if it goes to the graveyard, you deal 800. So you can kind of loop it with specific effects, or, it just does a lot of damage just by being a big body that does damage when it leaves every turn. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. Okay. Normal Card Trooper, so we're going to mill 3, make it a 19 beater. Okay, we mill a Titanial and some other junk we didn't want to see, but Titanial's really good because we have Miracle Fertilizer. So we can summon that out and get some big beats going. Chooses not to do that, though. We're just going to swing for the 21. That probably is our turn. Yeah, so we're just going to pass on that. Our opponent didn't do anything particularly interesting last turn, so probably safe to just pass on these. Draw the Gajilatron. Not a terrible draw. That turns on our Fortress, so we can start to play with that. Fortress effect, pitch the Gajilatron, summon it out, battle phase, chooses to attack over the Trooper. We also chose not to use Amaryllis last turn, which is interesting since we had the Titanial. Maybe we do want a Miracle Fertilizer for this at some point. Yeah, swings over the Trooper. Doesn't want him milling anymore, doesn't care if he gets a draw. Yep. Take the 21. Sets 2, just chooses not to take damage. Is this card an illusion or something? I feel like we haven't taken a lot of damage involving Fortress just kind of in general, pretty interesting stuff. Draws into trade-in. Okay. So this is a pretty interesting heavy. Because obviously we're losing a trade and we don't care about. But like we're wiping 3. But we're also getting their gear town. This is a heavy for 5, by the way. That's crazy. Yeah. Okay. I like it. It's a really good heavy, obviously. Does suck that we have to trigger their gear town, but I think we can work with it. Yeah, so they're talking about basically nothing. We're going to go ahead and summon another Gajiltron. We play 2. Okay, it's a lot of Gajiltron, but I get it. We'll go ahead and Miracle Fertilizer for the Titanial. That was always going to happen. And then we'll just go battle. We'll go ahead and click into the Fortress. Basically willing to trade. Huh. Okay. Am I stupid? Like, why are we not taking damage? Okay. No, that's okay. Okay. I'm the stupid one. Okay, go ahead and send Titanial for Amaryllis in the end phase. Pass, draw a Compulse, set it. Yeah, probably use Gajiltron to beat into the Raikou that we didn't move to defense for some reason. Take 28. Forgot switch, yeah, it's tough. End phase, pass, draw Necro Gardener, kind of a mid-draw. Compulse the Cluster, that's crazy. I mean, that, like, pretty much just seals that card out of the game, except we have a set trade-in, baby. That is crazy. Oh, they're feeling so bad about that. Like, I don't know. You saw the trade-in last game. They haven't played a lot of spells. Maybe it's worth it just keeping on the field. Like, they don't have that many plants. They have no plants, actually, if you just beat over it next turn. So, not sure if that was the best use for that activation, but whatever. Go charge. We're going to go ahead and mill garbage. I'm not playing like JD in this deck or anything weird. Snags a Lila, so I guess we've been through both of our Raikous. Not playing 3, because I feel like Raikou in this situation would be pretty strong. Obviously, they don't have any spell traps to break, so I'm not going to normal that this turn. Instead, we're going to normal the Debris Dragon, bring out the Trooper, use Trooper effect, mill 3, mill Plague. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Turn those into a Black Rose. Okay. Black Rose the field, wipe the Gadgetron. Yeah, it's fine. Pass, because we have already normal use. Oh, no, we have, okay, yeah, no, this probably makes sense, because Black Rose, not a plant, so you can't banish it. Did we have another target? No, so this is definitely not legal. Can't banish a dragon for Amaryllis, right? Yeah, definitely not. Okay. Unlucky. Just pass. Draw a dead limiter removal. It's even more unlucky. I'm cheating crazy. Yeah, definitely not the most legal activation. Does say Black Rose Dragon, if you know what I mean. Okay, we're gonna normal summon Lila that we knew about. And just trade with the limiter removal. Sure. That's fine. Not making any aggressive plays, kind of interesting. But Lila will go ahead and mill 3, finally mill some plants. We get a Dandy activation, and we'll get our Amaryllis into rotation. Pretty good. Just choosing. Okay, I'm gonna say we need some tokens in here, mandatory. So just go ahead and summon those out. Got a huge line of dudes. Draw Doomcal. So this Doomcal's kind of weird. Does this activate to burn? No. Okay. So you can just Doomcal into the Amaryllis without consequence. So we're just going to do that. Okay, it might be some Edison ruling that this activates, but it doesn't look like it does. It looks like it kind of just happens, but it probably activates. It would be weird if it didn't, right? Yes, so we'll go ahead and just tag 8, or try to tag 8, but then negate with the Doomcal. So now this game is looking really over. Yeah, just summon out Lone Fire for Lone Fire, start feeding the Amaryllis, bring out a really hard to out Titanial because we have so many tokens and they're on literally 0 cards. Surprised it didn't Mirror Force the Doom Cal. I feel like that just would have been game, but that's fine. We're winning either way. It's like impossible to lose from this position, even if you get Raigeki'd. You just do so much damage. They draw Trine Trunade, so they're going to go ahead and scoop it up. Alright, on to game 3 now. Looks like John Jones is playing on the JH10024 account. So we will see Wally Man choose to go first. And we see the opening hands are Morphing Jar, Trade-In, Necrogardna, Karma Cut, Miracle. Kind of weak. We have a lot of cards that don't really synergize. Then they have Brain Control, Fortress, Mausoleum, okay. Gear Frame, Terraforming Gear Frame. This hand is pretty solid. I wonder if this is like a one-of for Terraforming, if they play multiple. Like, how much flexibility does Terraforming actually have? Obviously, I think now it's going to grab Gear Town, because they can, like, Gear Town, put Mausoleum over it, trigger Gear Town, because that destroys it, like, game mechanics. So, they will probably choose to do that at some point. Anyway, Gear Frame, go ahead and bring up Fortress. Interesting that they don't choose to get the Force. Either way, the Fortress will summon itself. Gear Frame effect equipped. So when it's equipped, I think it has like a replacement effect. Yeah, if it would be destroyed. So protecting the Fortress, keeping it kind of sticky. We draw Amaryllis. Wow, that's a pretty good draw that turns on a lot of our ideas. Trade in Miracle Fertilizer to justify as normally Morphing Jar, so we can start getting some plays in. Draw Titanial and another Miracle Fertilizer. That kind of sucks. Yeah, it's not a great draw or a set of draws. So we're going to go ahead and set Karma Cut, set Morphing Jar, and pass. Oh, okay. No, yeah, we're definitely setting a lot more, right? Makes a lot of sense. So here's the thing. Yeah, this is pretty good. Kinda, because they're not going to set before attacking this Morphing Jar. I mean, maybe you do it because this deck doesn't have a lot of back row, right? It seems kind of aggressive, so maybe you would think, hey, they're setting their hand, you know, why would they be doing that? But at the same time, you know, they're going second. Maybe they board into some more aggressive back row. Let's see. So go ahead and normal Gear Frame. Add Force. Makes a lot of sense. We'll use Fortress Effect. Yeah, it just does it. It has no... yeah, it doesn't activate. This I know doesn't activate. For some reason, it just kind of occurs. Go ahead and hit into the Morphing Jar. Really good. We're wiping out a lot of kind of power spells here. Not letting them access to the field spell, while also kind of loading our graveyard for some very good plays later on. Go ahead and resolve, draw 5 on each side, draw Heavy Storm, Crow, this is a really good card in this matchup, Sidra, Plague, and another Titanial. Not perfect draws, but definitely not bad either. And they draw Ryo, Gajilatron, 2 Crows, and a Gear Town. Okay. So we have the spell, but nothing to pop it with. And we drew another Gajilatron. Kinda sucks. Not terrible, though. We already normaled this turn. Gear Frame, so our Ryo is not particularly live, but the Double D Crow's crazy against this deck, because, like, your Amaryllis has got to resolve. So, I didn't even know you could do that. So, we'll go ahead and start clicking in, unless they're trying to play around Mirror Force, which they're not. I wouldn't either. They have a lot of protection from destruction. Obviously, we have a lot of follow-up even after the Mirror Force, so go ahead and let that ride. Thinking they want to equip the Force. They do not. They like the Presence, and they already have one that's kind of sticky, so not too bad for us. Go ahead and snag a Hidden Armory off the top. Sidra comes down. This is a crazy Sidra if they play the Fusion. Yeah, no, I'm raging, actually, if I am the opponent. I mean, that's the only reason you would, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. That is brutal. 4K, dude. Off the jar, pretty nuts. Yeah. This is just lethal. Well, they have DD Crow, so they can kind of stop doing that. Okay. They say okay. Uh, why? Wouldn't you want to DD Crow this? Uh, am I crazy? Why aren't we just like using our DD Crows as targets, right? And this is lethal. So we'll see JH10024 take it there. Obviously very powerful, the unrespondable miracle fertilizer. So that'll be all for this video. Make sure to check out the Hawksnest Gaming Discord channel, link down below at the top of the description. And this is the Logan Miller grinding out signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.